KTAR News presents Get Outdoors Rookie Camp with Mike Russell.
Welcome to another edition of Get Outdoors Rookie Camp. This is episode 4, and this one was a big one. Aaron Maloney actually came up to me in the hallway of the Radio Ranch and said, "Hey, I need to be in a rookie camp, but I don't know how to do anything. We need to pick something." So I decided to get Paige along for the ride, and we turned these two into shotgunners. We went out to Ben Avery shooting facility in North Phoenix and had a great time. But what did we start with, girls?
Safety first.
Yeah, the
Safety
4 rules.
first. What are the 4 rules? Do you remember?
The first rule was treat the gun like it's loaded.
Treat every gun like it's loaded, correct?
Yes.
Don't point the gun anywhere that you don't want to blow up.
That's right.
Yes.
3.
Trigger fingers. So don't hold your hand. We put it correctly. You taught us how to hold the gun correctly.
Yes. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire.
Exactly. So I call it like Twitter fingers, trigger fingers.
Nice. Or if you have the
He will cut our finger off. Yeah,
I'll
that
cut
would
it.
say.
And you pretended like you did that
Yeah,
one time
of course,
that I
yes.
did it. Yeah.
Yes, naturally.
Finger off that trigger because we don't want to have to cut it off.
And then the last one, always look beyond.
Beyond your target. Be aware beyond your target. And by the way, while we were shooting, little spoiler, she actually saw somebody way, way down. We were shotgunning, by the way, 200 yards away, and she just stood there frozen. Just wait. I'm going to wait till he leaves. Perfect. No, that's great. It's exactly what you need to do. Now, when we got done with our safety briefing, it was time to take a shot. Your very first firing of a shotgun, by the way. You were up first, Paige.
That's true.
So you had the shotgun in your hand. What was it like to you? Were you nervous? You were a little shaky.
A little shaky.
Okay.
Tell them how you feel. A little shaky.
A little shaky
Little
at
nervous.
first. A little nervous, but now I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'm ready to go.
Get after it.
America. Yeah, I mean, it's a powerful thing, and it's a lot heavier than I was anticipating.
Only when it hasn't fired.
I'm not a weightlifter by any means, so holding it up against my arm in and of itself took a lot of my effort just to hold it.
Right.
And as I was holding it, I could feel myself breathing pretty heavily because I was a little nervous.
Right.
But after you shoot once and you feel the kickback, and then you taught us how to lean in with our hips so that way it doesn't kick back as much, that's when I kind of started to get a feel for it. But that first one, my shoulder is feeling it today. No bruises, but yeah, I'm feeling it.
Nice. And Aaron?
When I was walking up, I was super nervous. I had never even been in the same room as a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know we went to that extent.
Yeah, I'd never even been in the same room as one, so let alone holding one and about to shoot, like clay pigeons, and about to shoot, it was really nerve-wracking. So I was really nervous, and I think you noticed too.
Absolutely.
Because you were like, "You good?"
You feeling good?
I was like, "I'm good." But then I think once I shot one and kind of got into the routine and got it down, it was easier for me to do it, and I had a blast. It was so much fun.
Cheek on there. Whenever you want. How'd that feel?
That's strong.
Okay.
Then now we had some targets coming out, right?
Yes.
We had some clay. We went to a skeet course, and we actually launched some clay pigeons.
Oh, yeah.
Now, came out a little hotter than you guys thought they were going to come out, right? They come out pretty fast.
They come out pretty fast.
Now,
That's accurate.
But we had the same problem on almost every shot. We were shooting below.
Pull. That was way under.
Yeah.
Pull. Fudge, that was under.
We're shooting below because I think it was a lot the weight of the gun.
Yeah, I was
going to
say, the gun's
Yeah.
like what, 20
Yes.
pounds?
It was.
Yes,
It was.
the gun is
It
20
felt like that
pounds.
after holding it up for 3 minutes.
I was gonna say, after you hold it up for a while, my arm started to go numb a little bit,
Okay.
and you're holding up and then trying, and then his reaction always is, you're really close, but you're too low. You're too low. So that, I think, was right on the money. What you said is that it was just too heavy for
too heavy for us to keep it up.
the little girls that are trying to hold on to the gun.
But here was the great part. We got through about 50 rounds, and then we basically ran out of 20 gauge ammunition. So we had to go to the bigger 12 gauge shotgun.
Which I liked so much better.
Which surprised both of you
Both
did.
of us did. Yeah.
I didn't even feel like the kickback was bigger.
Right.
I didn't even feel that it was heavier. It was just a whole different feel. It was more comfortable. But I don't know if it was because I got used to the other one and I got used to holding a gun.
Right.
I don't know.
I think it was lighter.
Okay.
It felt
It
lighter.
might have been lighter. We're
It
going to have to weigh those
It
things.
felt lighter, and just, I don't know, it kind of looked cooler. I don't know
Okay.
really that made any
The good
impact.
old
But
Remington, yeah.
I looked at it and it had the brown and the black kind of together,
Right.
and I like the way it looked. So maybe that the swaggy
It's all about
aspect
the
of it, I
aesthetics
don't
of the
really
firearm.
know. That may have had something to do with it.
And then you hit one.
Yeah.
And then you hit one. Tell me about that. Pulling the trigger, you see that clay.
I honestly don't remember. I don't remember, like, I don't remember what I did, because I remember I did it, and then you were like, now do you remember what you did so you can do it again? And I was like, nope. Literally had no idea what I did in order to hit that clay
Oh, man.
pigeon, but
I was
awesome.
amped. I was excited.
amped too. 'Cause
Yeah.
We were both driving there and we're like, no way we're gonna be able to hit one.
Sure
I was
you will.
like, things with athletic and stuff, I can do. I can figure it out. But this, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. A skill neither one of us possessed before this.
Before this, that's right. Now you got your first, too.
Yes,
Give me
yes.
that. Walk me through that.
Well, we went to the other range where
Oh,
we
that's
were
right.
shooting,
Yeah.
which I
The
really
sporting
like.
course.
This is the one where I got into a little bit of a groove. I
Okay.
like this. I like this one. And my first one where I hit it, you can tell my reaction. It's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I hit the game-winning shot. Like
Nice.
it's automatic. You turn around. Your reaction, Aaron's reaction, Matt's reaction. So we all, I think, got excited. And then I hit another one. I hit 2 in a row. So that was like made it a little extra sweet. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Nailed it. Cool.
Wow.
It was a total mic drop moment, but she nicely handed that to me. I appreciate
I wanted
that.
to just page out and mic drop,
Yes.
but I didn't do
Right?
it.
And
goodness.
when I hit it, I said, I think I should just go out on a high note and not take this last shot. And you're like, no, you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hit it again.
They're not competitive at
No,
all,
not at all.
by any stretch of the imagination. So let's do this. The takeaways, we'll start with you, Paige. What's the takeaways from the day?
The takeaways is that I liked shooting a lot more than I thought I was going to. It takes a lot of security and knowledge and understanding to hold a gun, to be aware of what your surroundings are. And I think there's a lot of maybe lack of knowledge about guns. And I think after this, you're talking to a city girl from Chicago, I think it was good for myself / pretty much anyone to kind of understand what it's like to hold a gun, be responsible for a gun, and then I think people would take gun / gun safety a little bit more seriously.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think my takeaway was just doing something new. I did something I had never done before, and I won't say that I was against guns, but they scared me.
Sure,
they're
intimidating.
scary.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't know. I didn't know that a gun could only, that particular gun that we were shooting could go 25 yards.
Right.
I thought a bullet just goes.
And it goes.
And it goes and goes and goes until it hits something. So that was kind of cool, learning the odds and ends of guns, learning how to handle a gun, because I feel like that's an important thing to know how to do.
Right. Absolutely.
So that was my biggest takeaway. And
With
doing
live
something,
ammunition.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Most
And just
important.
doing something new and fun that I enjoyed.
Well, thank you both for doing it. It was
It
a
was
lot of
so
fun. We
fun.
had a
Yeah,
great
it was
time.
fun.
You and I?
Fun. So
So are
fun.
you going to join shooting leagues now?
I might.
Maybe, but
Yeah, I
rookie
think
camp
I'm going
reunion
to.
for sure.
Rookie Camp Reunion. I
Yes,
like that. Thank
yes.
you for tuning in to another edition of Get Outdoors Rookie Camp.